I am so hungry this morning, you guys, and I thought I'd take you along for the ride. I'm making my veggie-packed oatmeal that I eat practically every day. Well, really every day. So let's get right into it because I'm ready to get eating. I start out with 3 cups of water, and I'm making a double batch so that I have 1 batch in the fridge ready for me to go tomorrow. I add in 2 half cups of oats. So 1 serving is a half cup, so I'm doing 2. So 2 half cups of oats, so a full cup of oats. And I'm not stingy with the oats. Like if I overfill it a little, that's fine too. And then I add in 2 full cups of riced cauliflower. I get the frozen riced cauliflower from Costco, but literally I've gotten it at a local grocery store before here and it works out fine. Any riced cauliflower will do, but I don't use fresh cauliflower and I have never tried it with fresh cauliflower. So I feel like if you use fresh cauliflower, it might taste too cauliflowery. And to me, I want my oats to taste like oats. So yeah, sometimes you have to bang it around to get the loose kernels out of the cauliflower. Once I have my oatmeal and cauliflower in there, I put this right on the stove. So I'm going to put it on the stove I put it on high to get it to a boil. So I'm going to put it on high. I'll get that started. And while that's on high, getting ready to get to a boil, I grate up my zucchini. I have this in the fridge. I think this is good enough for the double batch. It's a medium-sized zucchini. It was pretty long, so medium-sized, and I'll use all of this up. I find the more zucchini I use, the more wet my oatmeal is. So if you like your oatmeal a little more sticky, you don't like a lot of liquid in it, then use a little less zucchini. But the fix for that is you can just let it cook for a little bit longer. And I do kind of look at it. This is looking like quite a bit of zucchini. And I don't usually measure. I just eyeball. And I'll use my 1 cup measuring cup just to show you guys. So this is really wet. Zucchini is really wet. So I could press it down and make it half, but just loosely packed. It's about a cup of zucchini. So I'll stick this in with the oats and I'll give that a stir. I'm going to put a lid on it and I'll just put the lid so it has some breathing room. I won't stick it all the way on. While that's cooking, I get my bowl ready. And in my bowl, I put grated carrots. And today I don't have a whole lot of carrots, so I'm going to grate 1 at home. I usually buy just the grated carrots from the grocery store. This is probably just about 1/3 of a cup, but it's not a whole lot. So I'm going to grate some more carrot in there. I've already washed the carrot. I'm not going to peel it. And do it to your liking. You know, sometimes we feel like more carrots. Other times we feel like less carrots. Just what feels good for you on that day. And I'd say I probably put about a cup, almost a cup maybe. Let's see, almost a cup of carrots. So I put that in there. Sorry for my mess. And then I have my apple. I've been loving these Honeycrisp apples, you guys, and they are so big. I eat this whole apple in the morning. So I just cut this apple up into little squares. So for me, I cut the ends off. These are what I eat. While I'm getting my oatmeal ready. And then I cut them in slices. And I cut the slices down and then slice it in little squares. And then I put the squares on top of my carrots. And once I have all my apples and carrots in there, I stir it up and I add in cinnamon. And I'm super generous with the cinnamon. I don't know about you all, but I like the cinnamon. So I just sprinkle cinnamon on top, stir it all around. And I do keep my carrots raw and my apples raw. So this is all ready, just waiting for my cooked oatmeal. As soon as this gets to a boil, I'm going to turn it down probably to about medium so it's still bubbling, and so the water can evaporate, or whatever happens when oatmeal is cooking. It can get to the oatmeal can get to the consistency I like. Just a little pro tip with your riced cauliflower. You might have seen how I had those big hunks in there. If you let it defrost a little and then you break up the hunks, it'll be much easier the next time you get it out of the freezer. All right, it has a good boil now, you guys. So I just stir it up and you can see how much liquid. So there's a lot of liquid in there. So I'm going to turn it to medium. So it's still bubbling because I like my oatmeal pretty thick. I don't like it really liquidy. All right, it's looking good, you guys. It's been about probably a good 15 minutes, and it may look a little liquidy on top. It's because the zucchini is what adds that liquid. Once I feel like it's done, I have my bowl that I'm going to put the other half in to save for tomorrow. And then I have my carrots and my apple and cinnamon. So I just kind of eyeball it, you guys. I look and I just do a line and scoop from that line out on top of my carrots and my apple. And then I put the rest in a dish. This will be my oatmeal for tomorrow. And I know it looks like a whole lot, but imagine we did a cup of cauliflower and a cup of zucchini. So it's a lot of vegetables in there, in the oats, and just a half a cup of oats. And then once I have that on top of my carrots and my apple, I just mix it up. I have a lot of carrots and apple in here, so it looks like a ton of food. And sometimes I don't finish it all. And if I don't finish it all, then I'll save it and eat it as a snack later in the morning, just because sometimes I get full faster. And when that happens, I just save it for later and eat it as a snack. And I just want to say, for those of you who are just starting, to eat this way, I did not start out with a cup full of cauliflower. I started out with about a half cup. I tried 3/4 cup and it was like, oh, this tastes like cauliflower. So I found that when I used a half cup of cauliflower with a half cup of oats, that kind of did it for me. And I didn't taste the cauliflower at all. And then I slowly inched up to a full cup of cauliflower. And now I don't even taste the cauliflower in there. So just check with yourself. Maybe try it out with a half cup of cauliflower first and then inch it up and get more cauliflower in there. But here is my steaming bowl of oats. Doesn't that look delicious? And I am so hungry. So I'll take a little taste here. Oh my gosh, so good. I'm actually going to put a little bit more cinnamon just on top. Now it's perfect. And this will keep me good until lunch. My morning bowl of oats. I love it. Thanks for joining me, you guys. I'll see you next time.